You're now looking at starting your own business, and the thought has to occur to you, when is the right time to start a business? Joe, I had a friend years ago, and he was typically complaining about what was going on in the corporation, had problems with management, and was sharing with me that he was going to open his own business. A year later, I run into him, and I said, "How's the business going?" "Well, I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm still working on it." 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later, he opened the business. And what drove him to do it was the fact that he was laid off. So here he had that whole gap of years of not doing it and being disgruntled when he possibly could have been enjoying a very rich and successful life. How do you deal with that timing on the business?
Yeah, you know, Paul, the story you just gave, that's actually not the exception. That is the rule. And a lot of people that look at franchising, they're looking for the quote-unquote right time to start a business. It's like the universe is comprised of 2 time periods, right? The right time to start a business, and then the time period they currently live in, which of course is the wrong time, right? Think about like when you're starting a family. So you want to have the right job with the right career path, certainly the right nest egg. You want to have the right house in the right neighborhood with the right school system. And then when you start along that path, you start realizing, you know what, that nest egg never seems to get big enough. And that house is never big enough or right enough, or that neighborhood is always never the right neighborhood. And eventually the people that start a family, they just throw their hands up in the air and they say, you know what, I can always find a reason not to start a family. So they just declare, you know what, now is as good a time as any. And then they actually actively go to work to make sure that that is the right decision. Now, Paul, bring that back to somebody looking to start a business. How would that play out?
Yeah, so as you start looking at the business, I would first say to declare that this is the right time. Be action-oriented. And then what you can do is start working actively to make that happen. And the other part is keep in mind that the business does not make you successful any more than your job has made you successful. You make you successful. So declare the right time, get involved, and go for it.
And one last thing I want to underscore is get involved with the franchise representative. Have these conversations. They are actually very experienced in helping you craft a plan that will make sure that now is the right time.